Are you thinking about pursuing a tattoo apprenticeship, but tattoo apprenticeships are usually unpaid and you need a job to survive? Maybe you have a kid or a parent or a pet at home that you usually have to take care of. Today, I'm super excited to share with you my top 6 tricks for balancing a job, a tattoo apprenticeship, and home life. Trust me, it's been a wild ride, but with a few key strategies, you can make it work and even thrive. So if you're feeling overwhelmed trying to juggle it all, stick around for some advice from someone who's been through it all herself. Hey, my name is Adora. I am a freelance artist and a professional tattoo artist. I am in my 2nd year of tattooing. I'm also a mom with a lot of duties at home. During my tattoo apprenticeship, I held onto a full-time job to provide food on the table for me and my family. I understand how daunting it can be to try to pursue your passions and want to get into the tattoo field, while also still wanting to be able to put food on your table. Now, we all know the norm for tattoo apprenticeships are that they are unpaid and you're expected to be in the studio for a good chunk of your week. I'm not going to get into my opinions on the traditional apprenticeship experience. That's a whole nother topic. What I am going to get into is for the people who have found or hope to find an apprenticeship while juggling a job or side gig. I want to preface that my tattoo mentor was an absolute doll. They understood the need for their apprentices to maintain a job to some degree. As long as I committed X amount of hours to them, they didn't mind I had a day job. I can't speak for all tattoo mentors out there, but I feel there's always room for a reasonable compromise for both parties. Tip 1. Use a calendar. Actually use it. Making the commitment to have a full-time job with a tattoo apprenticeship, all while still having the duties of a mom, I knew I had to get very serious about how I use my time, and you're gonna have to as well. Since you're watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're an artist, to be exact, a visual artist, and calendars are a great tool to visualize our time. By creating a calendar for yourself, you can keep track of all of your commitments, ensuring that you don't miss important dates like apprenticeship sessions, work shifts, client appointments, and personal events. It allows you to see your tasks and deadlines at a glance, helping you prioritize what needs immediate attention and what can be scheduled later. A calendar is key at keeping record of your apprenticeship hours. It should be your duty to know exactly how many hours or on what days that you've dedicated to the tattoo studio. Now, you can use whatever calendar works for you as long as it works for you. Paper, a calendar app, but don't be afraid to experiment with your methods too. I have personally found that calendar apps work best for me. I've tried countless of apps, and I actually utilize 2 calendar programs on the daily, which is Google Calendar and TimeTree. Now, you don't have to use more than one, but by experimenting, I've found that this method works best for me. Well, my good mic died, so let's try this one. And with that, we segue into our second tip: time blocking. We've talked about calendars, and that's a nice overview of your month or week, but to keep me on top of my game, I delve a little deeper. You can either block your time out in a calendar or keep a mental note of your time blocks, but for me, I need a visual reminder to help navigate my hectic days. I don't follow my time blocks to a T, but more so use them as a guide to help keep me on track. We still need to allow flexibility in our days as we are human and life happens. By dedicating specific blocks of time to particular tasks, you can concentrate better and be more productive. This reduces the likelihood of multitasking, which can often lead to mistakes and being super sloppy. While time blocking provides structure, it also allows flexibility. If an unexpected task arises, you can move blocks around to accommodate it without losing track of your responsibilities. It's also super helpful in establishing a regular routine, which can make your day more predictable and manageable. Knowing what to expect can reduce stress and increase your productivity. Again, you can either break your day up in your preferred calendar, or if you're the type of person who can mentally keep everything in check, more power to you, as long as there is an awareness of structure. And of course, I have an app for that. It's called Flow Savvy. I'm not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, Flow Savvy, hello, I use you daily. Anyways, it lets me integrate my Google Calendar into it, and I can create time blocks throughout my day. The sole reason for me using this app is because of its widget. I love me a good widget, okay? I just plop it on my home screen and I can just see it whenever I want. Quickly unlock my phone, take a look at my day, see what's coming up, and then just, stay on top of my shit. I love it. Tip 3. Boundaries. You need to clearly define your work hours and apprenticeship hours to avoid overextending yourself. Communicate these boundaries with your employer, your mentor, and colleagues and family so that they understand when you're available and when you need uninterrupted focus. Setting boundaries at your day job or gig is so important to ensure that you have more space for your apprenticeship down the line. During work, I would do my projects and attend meetings that I'm assigned to. I will help some people out here and there because teamwork makes the dream work. But if I'm already at max capacity, I will tell someone, I can't do this right now, I'm sorry. Now, setting boundaries at the tattoo studio. I know you want to put your best foot forward and do all that you can, but do not be a doormat, okay? So make sure you stand up for yourself when you have to and don't let the studio run you to the ground. It's also important to set boundaries at home as you get into this super busy era of yours. You should communicate to your friends and family that your free time will be severely limited. And even though you love and care for them, this is important to you and you won't be able to see them as much. I was lucky to have a supportive partner who understood doing art for a living was my dream, and they were super chill about me doing what I had to do. And tip 4, prioritizing tasks and delegating responsibilities. By identifying and prioritizing tasks that have the most significant impact on your goals, you can ensure that you're making the best use of your time. For example, once I got into the tattoo studio, I made sure to hurry up and help clean or refill bottles and stuff. That way I can spend the rest of the day shadowing my mentor or practicing on fake skin. I know it can feel like the world is on our shoulders sometimes, and some of us don't like asking for help, but it is so important to learn how to delegate. Delegating tasks when possible allows you to focus on more critical aspects of your apprenticeship, job, and home life. For example, if you have administrative tasks, consider delegating them to a coworker who's caught up, or try using automated tools. Or if there are house chores that need to be done, ask a family member or roommate to help take the trash out for you or whatever. Delegating allows you to leverage others' strengths and expertise, ensuring tasks are completed efficiently and effectively. This is particularly useful if you are working in a team environment at your job or collabing with other artists. At home, I know the things my son and partner are good at, and I lean into their strengths. By learning to delegate, you learn to share the workload. This way you can prevent burnout and maintain your energy levels and mental capacity, ensuring that you're able to meet the demands of your job, your tattoo apprenticeship, and home life. Alright, tip 5, maximize downtime. Now you want to utilize your downtime at your job or breaks to work on apprentice-related education. This could include sketching tattoo designs as practice, studying tattoo techniques, or reading relevant literature. Every moment counts towards advancing your skills. Look for periods during your job when you have downtime. This could be during breaks between tasks or waiting for meetings to start. Another example of downtimes is maybe at home. Maybe you're waiting on someone to get out of the shower, or you just got back home from work and you're just kind of in that post-work slump, brainlessly watching TV. Instead of watching something that will serve you no purpose, put something educational on to further your tattoo knowledge. You can even break down your apprenticeship tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces that can be completed in a short period. For example, sketching tattoo designs. You can bring a sketchbook, or you literally have a pencil and a sticky notepad that I will make doodles on. Or maybe you have your tablet on you or a phone and you have a stylus. Doodle when you can. Use this time to study techniques. Watch short videos on YouTube, little shorts or reels, and just watch other people work, watch other artists work, see what they do, see what they say, read the comments, see what materials they use, and that way when you go to your mentor, you can discuss it with them. Now, for me, on my 40-minute drive to the office, I would listen to a podcast or YouTube video about entrepreneurship, tattoo artists talking about their techniques and experiences, or art pages talking about business tips, etc. This way, I could get a ton of learning in before 9 a.m. On my lunch breaks, I actually stopped eating with my coworkers every day. I ate alone for most of the week. I had my headphones in, listening to more podcasts or videos while I sketched and ate. When I get passionate about something, it's all I can really think about, so filling my time with learning and sketching was quite enjoyable for me. Now, I had very little work-life balance at that time. I don't recommend filling every single second that you have, but if you are determined to have an income while being an unpaid tattoo apprentice, you're just gonna have to buckle down and grind for a little. I knew what I was signing up for, but it's just very important to be aware to not let it get unhealthy. Practice self-care and healthy boundaries. Now with that, this is the last and final tip I have for you today to help you balance your tattoo apprenticeship, job, and home life. Tip 6, practice self-care. Practicing self-care is essential when managing the demands of literally everything in life. And it's so important, especially now, if you are trying to juggle the responsibilities of a tattoo apprenticeship, a job, and home. To take care of your mental clarity, self-care activities such as meditation, mindfulness, and taking breaks can really help reduce stress, allowing you to make better decisions and stay focused on your tasks. I know we all just need to take a step back and get a breather once in a while. It's okay to go on a silent walk or take a nap if things become too overwhelming. Personally, I love me a midday nap. Now, taking care of your emotional well-being, engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as hobbies or spending time with loved ones and friends, or simply taking time for yourself, it really helps maintain emotional balance and resilience. I know for me, a fun chatty lunch date with my gals always lifts my spirits. It's also a great vent session between all of us. Now, to take care of your physical health, you want to nourish your mind and body with foods that are pretty decent for you. Don't go running off Red Bull and passion alone because you're gonna burn out fast. Get a smoothie and a hearty meal on you. Trust me, you'll need all that energy of everything that you're gonna be juggling. And also, if you don't have one already, I highly suggest you getting like a massage gun to help you massage yourself, your muscles, and your sore back, and your sore legs, and everything. Because I'll tell you what. Once you actually start tattooing full time and you're in the shrimp position and in the one position like this and having to stretch someone's skin and tattoo, you're gonna hurt everywhere. Your back's gonna hurt. You're gonna be so exhausted. You're gonna want to be cracked like a glow stick. You're gonna want that massage gun blasted throughout your back. Get one now. Remain limber. Take care of it. Take care of you. Take care of it. It being your body. And for a period of time in my apprenticeship, I didn't practice enough self-care and really pushed myself a little too much. I got burnt out and it was all starting to affect me emotionally and mentally. I felt guilty for not using all of my free time that I had to be productive, but that is just not healthy. We need to allow ourselves to breathe, to enjoy life, to rest, even when it seems like there's a lot of pressure on us to do well in all areas of life, all the time. So, with regular self-care, it'll help prevent burnout by ensuring that you take time to recharge and recover from the stresses of this hectic-ass era that you'll be having. This will make it a lot easier for you to maintain your motivation and enthusiasm for not only your apprenticeship, but your job and home life, and that's so important. And yeah, that is all I have for you today. I hope you found these 6 tips useful and helpful. Juggling a tattoo apprenticeship and a job and duties at home is no joke. But hey, if there is a will, there is a way. Remember, stay organized, set your priorities straight, and most importantly, don't forget to take care of yourself. Drop your own balancing acts in the comments below. I want to hear how you're slaying it or any questions that you might have. I hope your apprenticeship journey goes smoothly, or I hope you find an apprenticeship that allows you the flexibility working for an income to some capacity. I hope to see more established tattoo artists out there be as gracious as my mentor was and help change the industry for the better. I hope that you are able to take care of your needs while pursuing your passions. You got this.